Okay, I'm back. Okay, can you hear me, Nikki? You can hear me. I can't believe that. Really? What was going on with my son back then that we couldn't get? Remember the first time I tried this and we couldn't get the sound going? I have my little cake here in case I'm hungry. I didn't eat this morning. I can't believe that you can hear me now without any difficulty. And it's so easy to start a live. Okay, you guys aren't going to get rid of me anymore now. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Having a sip of my coffee. So what are you guys up to? Nikki, what are you up to? Oh, that's great. That is great. Michelle, remember I told you that I took all my rice papers and I put them in this folder so that way I can just scroll through them, and I put them already in a drawer. And you know, when you have things on top of each other, you can't, you know, you have to take everything out and everything. So this way, they're all in here. I had a whole bunch of these. I don't know why, if I bought them for my kids once upon a time, but oh, you were gonna go to sleep. Oh. Oh, I hate this time difference between me and you. I hate it. I hate it so much. Move back to London, please. Or the UK, wherever you want to go, just move. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy, Wendy, what about you? Are you going to sleep? Okay, because Wendy, you're in Australia, aren't you? Australia or New Zealand? I always get confused between you and oh, my darling friend, what's her name? I can't remember. What a shame I am. Maggie. So I think Maggie is in New Zealand and Wendy, you're in Australia, right? Yeah, there you go. And I've sent mail to both of you, but for the life of me, I can never remember. I know, right, Nikki? I know. I'm good with the UK, you guys. Yay! Our times are perfect. Right, Nina? Nina, we've always said that we have to chat, and we never do. I would sit and chat with people all day long, but I'm worried that I'm bugging them and I'm being creepy. This is so weird. It's weird, isn't it? Nikki, what was it like for you the first time you did? And Nina, you got to go live, Nina. I would have a ball with you live. Yes, it's perfect timing for me. Yeah. So yeah, I put all my rice papers, and I found the ones that I didn't show the other day because I already had them. So I love this one, and I just don't know what to do with it. No, you know what? Nina, I think you're like me. We like to chat. So I think it would be, you know, I feel weird because I'm talking and and I guess there is, yeah, probably a lag. But about the thing that it just feels weird. It feels weird that I'm talking and you guys are answering me right away. And even though I've participated so many lives, it feels weird for me to be doing that. Took me a while to be able to talk. Yeah, right. I know, Nikki. I know. Well, I'm a talkative person, so once you get me going, I'm very, very shy though, you guys. I'm very shy. You put me in a room with people that I don't know, and I'll be in a corner waiting for somebody, one topic to another. True. Yeah. Yeah, so I was showing you guys the ones I used to have, these, and these big rice papers here are ones that I used to do these big, huge jars with. So I would put normal rice paper underneath, put this on top, and then you put the candle in it. And, you know, when it illuminates, it's just gorgeous. I have a very old video of making these jars. And these are the old rice papers that I had. This one's gorgeous too. This one, I think I bought last year, a couple of years ago. And I made a mistake the other day when I was showing them. They're not all Stamperia. Some of them are other companies, and I didn't notice. This is really cute too. This one and this one here came on the same page. I've cut them up to adapt them in here, but it's much better this way. They had to be cut up anyways. So I'm wondering about this little camera here, if it has a zoom. Do your webcams have a zoom? There's a little button and I'm afraid to touch it just in case I turn it off. These are other ones. Am I okay, you guys? Nobody's chatting anymore. Am I still here? Yes? No? Hello? The clock is going there. I had to bring my, oh, I don't know. I got it at the Chinese store. My son got it for me. I wouldn't even know what, but there is a little button and I'm wondering if it's a zoom. I'm going to have to try that when I'm off air, just because like I said, I'm afraid that I'll turn it off. Okay, so great. So these are the other rice papers that I had. These have big designs. They're kind of hard to use, these ones, unless you're doing a big journal page or a nice canvas. These ones I had already too. And these ones I had already too, some fruit. And then I have all my normal rice papers in here as well too. I even stuck some napkin and some tissue paper in here because they go with the colors, but they have a place as well too. I'm trying to organize this stuff, but I thought, you know what, they have the same colors. I just might as well put them with the rice papers. And actually, I'm thinking of doing this, seeing that I have so many of these binders. I'm thinking of doing this for my napkins as well too, because that's another box that I have to go through, lift them. And actually, I have my, it's buffering a little for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, me too. I want to, sometimes not being organized stops me from creating, believe it or not. Do a live stream and set it to private. That way you can play with your camera. That's a good idea. That's perfect. Yeah. Without anyone seeing you doing it. That's perfect. Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, I have accumulated so much too, Nina. And I don't know if I know your son used to do patchwork, but I have all my fabrics to deal with too. And because I've been sewing so much, I've been, you know, knocking out those blankets, but they're not, I have to find somebody here in Italy or closest would be the UK, I guess. I'm looking for somebody to long arm my quilts, to quilt them, because I bought a new sewing machine to try doing it, but it's not really working well. So, you know, I'm not good at it, and I got tired of trying. And I do love creating the blankets. I'm not really that crazy about quilting them, but I do love creating them. So yeah, I've been knocking those out, boy, one after another. I'm working on another one with just yellow and ivories. It's coming out beautiful. So I have all my fabrics as well too, and I'll show you guys another thing that I've been doing. So today I actually wanted to do these tags, and instead of using modeling paste to create your what would you call it, to create your dimension, your, I wanted to do these. So I have started to pick out somebody else. I've started to pick out these to use to try to fit them on the tag and see where I'm going to put, you know, all the lace. So the lace is going to be the dimension. And I'm thinking that once I get all the lace on, I'm going to, I'm going to, I think spray them. Yeah, spray them. The last thing that I will be putting on is the image. So that way, you know, it doesn't get, Alex finished another one in his quilts when he was home last summer. But does he quilt them too, Nina? No way! You're scared of the sewing machine? I can't believe that. No, that's something. I used to be scared of it at the beginning, but no, I got used to it really fast. My mommy taught me. Yeah. One of the good memories I have of her. I have lots of good, all my memories are good with my mom. Right, got to go. Oh, Nikki, we're going to have to see about this because I can never participate your lives, most of them, because they're always, you know, when I'm sleeping, and you can't participate mine either. Bye, sweetie. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, for joining in and helping me. You're always helping me out. A very simple one, and have been dabbing with it recently. Yeah, just try. You know what, Nina? You know what you can do is how they taught me in school was I would just squiggle lines on a page, and then without any thread in there, I would go on the paper and, you know, follow the squiggly lines. That's how they taught me in home economics. And that's how I started off again when I finally, you know, my mom gave me my first sewing machine, but it was here in Italy when she gave it to me. And it was a sewing machine um, that she had when she was in Canada. So the electricity was different. So this guy where I bought my first sewing machine was so nice to, we traded it. He took it and he just changed the motor in it. Actually, he was trying to convince me to keep that sewing machine, and he would change the motor because he said it was a really good sewing machine. Oh, really? I can't believe that you're afraid of it then, Nina, because being, you know, with your mother and her being a seamstress. No, my mom had a sewing machine just to fix things. You know, she wasn't a seamstress, but um, yeah. Oh dear. Start thinking about my mom. So yeah, this is what I want to do. You know what? I'm gonna, while we're chatting, I might as well just stick around for a while if you guys are up to it. If you guys are getting bored, tell me and we'll just close it off, because it is actually just a little test going on. And seeing that it's so easy, like I said, oh goodness, I can't get my glue open. Yeah, it kind of pried shut. I gotta put, you know, I can't find Vaseline here. You know, like the Vaseline you guys have, that's that jelly form. I did find it once in a liquid form, and I don't know why. I found it at my father-in-law's. I don't know why they had it, but that finished, and I was using it with a brush. And this would be a good time to, okay, got it. So my niece, keeps on bringing me laces and laces and laces. You guys, I am overloaded with laces, and I know I should be getting this Etsy store on the roll and trying to get them out, but I'm waiting for a friend of mine that right now, I feel bad asking her because I know how busy she is, but I'm waiting for this friend of mine who wants to help me with this Etsy shop, and you know, I get along with her wonderfully and everything, and I know that she would be a good partner. And I'm waiting for her because what we want to start doing is exploring. Here on Saturdays they have the market, and you can find anything there. And I want to, you know, start. Apparently, there's a thing there that they have used. even used clothing, and they have lots of old linens, antique linens. So I would love to go there. Any lip balm should work. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. So I can use I have a couple of old ones that I don't know. I found them in my drawer and they're kind of smelly, and I don't want to use them on my lips, but I hadn't thrown them out yet. That's a great idea. So I could just rub it around the rim, right, Nina? Mussels, yeah, mussels. I don't have much of those anymore. So I got all these little small ones that I want to use. And this is just a very small portion. These are the last ones that she brought me, and I still have to divide them. So what I'm doing um, is getting all these little tiny pieces that are coming off of all the wedding dresses, and I'm putting them in a box. Then I have these big pieces that, according to the sizes, I'm, organizing them. And it's a lot of organizing. But what I've come to the conclusion of is the ones that are all beaded. Let me see if there's one in here, because I think I took out all the ones that are beaded out of here. Yeah, I probably did. I have them all in another box. But the ones that are beaded, um, I don't know, to sell them, I'm trying to cut little pieces of velvet and I'm laying them on top there, just giving them 2 stitches here and there to hold them down. I won't be doing packages. You guys know you guys have been following me and probably know that I have been talking about this Etsy shop, and that my main worry is the postage for you guys, because the postage will be very, very, very expensive. And I think even with some kind of articles, the postage will probably be more than what the thing is worth. So that's what my main worry is about. I've tried to figure out, Wendy, do you have an Etsy shop? Is it you that has an Etsy shop? What I have been trying to figure out, you guys, is when I'm on um, the Etsy shop and I'm looking. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I went on that thing the other day when I saw your video. That's new to me. Is it something Australian or is it worldwide? I'm going to brush here. No brushes. So I'm not going to gesso this because this is actually inside of something like a composition book that you guys have. It's an old one that I had all my patchwork diagrams in when I draw my blankets first. And I noticed that the other day that there was hardly any more pages in there. So I took apart and kept this. Yeah, like I said, I need to, you know what? I'm wondering if I should use, I really watered down this glue a lot the other day. So I'm wondering if, I'm still here thinking, how the heck, modeling paste, I got lots of Stamperia products, and a lot of people are talking about how good their glue is, and I want to buy it. Why don't you put a few bundles together and sell them via? Oh yeah, somebody was telling me about the Facebook too. But you know what, Nina, that's the problem always. It's always that problem, the postage. Because I've been noticing, I want to know, whoever has Etsy, if when I see the price on Etsy, like I've been seeing lately, who is it? Rosemary Morrison, that sells those little bundles of fabric. And they're going for something like $38, $39. What I wanted to know is that including the postage, or is that how much she's charging for those little bundles of fabric? That's what I wanted to know, because I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm waiting for this friend to be more free because she's more savvy with these things. I'm wondering if I should use, I'm looking for some, no, not that. Oh, I don't think I have any more gel. I might have some here. Yes, I do. Decoupage medium. I'm going to use this because it's stronger. Nina, recognize this? You know that they're pretty good products. Yeah, you see? So she's charging, almost $40 for those little bundles of fabric. Yeah. A lot of my fabrics were free. So I can, but if I ever start buying fabrics to sell on Etsy, that's going to be another discussion. It's going to be, you have to include, you can't lose money. I don't want the ones with the sparkles yet. So I'm just going to start. Need more sparkles. I'm just going to start with these ones. You know, I didn't think that this was going to work, so I don't even have my desk cleaned up. I still have a whole bunch of stuff. Look at this. It fell in the glue. Okay. Yeah, this glue is really, really watery. I know, aren't they good? I love going to Lidl, but we call it Lidl here. I don't order anything from US via Etsy. That's postage is often more than the products. You see that? That's what's blocking me, Nina. That's what's really blocking me is that, I do all of this work and everything, organizing all these things, and then at the end, I'm not going to be selling them. The most I can get out of UK, probably. Here in Italy, do you guys believe that I have no followers here in Italy? None whatsoever. There's, because I speak English. I think there is one lady that lives here in Italy, but no, no, I'm not confident enough to do videos in Italian because what I do speak, you guys, I'll have a look at Zip It. Yeah, Wendy, I was asking you before if Zip It was worldwide. Is it world? Yes, it is worldwide. You answered me. Unreal about what, Wendy? About having not having subbies here in Italy? Well, I think it's because of the language too, as well, huh? Like I said, I speak, you guys, when I speak in Italian, it's mostly my Sicilian dialect. Italian is a very hard language to learn. It's like, Spanish is even worse, but Italian is with the third person. So look at how pretty that is. And I'm just gonna pop it here. I'm just gonna, I want to layer, and layer these and then see what happens once they dry and use, like I said, probably the sprays. I think I would get a nicer effect with the sprays. I'm looking for a pair of scissors and I don't know if I have a pair here because I brought them all in my bedroom. Like it's stupid. Oh, I remember where I put my scissors. Now, okay. We woke up this morning to pouring rain here in Sicily. No followers there. Yeah. Oh, you have an Etsy shop, Nina? Yeah, digital items are big now. They sell, those are things that sell good because of, not having to pay postage. Yeah. And you know what I'm liking a lot, you guys? This is just a cheap little camera that one of my sons got for me from the Chinese store. I think he paid about 16 or 17 euro. But I'm liking the lighting. It's actually better than my camera. Mind you, I have all the lights on here today, but it is a very gray day. You're going to look into Zip It, Nina? Yeah, your digital backgrounds are gorgeous. They're beautiful. I found some Happy Mail that I have closed in a cabinet here with my other albums and things like that. And and I found some of your gorgeous papers that I have been hoarding because we hoard. That's what we do. I only recently bought a lace bundle of trims. And where did you get them from, Michelle? You got them from England, yeah. Yeah, well, they're some country. You mind you, somebody was telling me the other day that it's really expensive to even um, do postage here in Italy. So now I'm finding that with this, good for you to know, Nina. If you ever want to go live, it's kind of hard to concentrate on what you're doing because I want to talk to you guys too. Yeah. And who doesn't us hoard? I think every one of us hoard, right, girls? We all hoard. That's for sure. So I'm gonna pick this up again, and you see, I don't want this to stick out too much. I want it to go back there because I have to put her in here. One of my little ballerinas. They're so cute. Yeah, this isn't probably what I'm going to be finishing here on live. And I still have a sink full of dishes to do because I didn't do my dishes last night. I was too tired. It was about 9:30, 10 o'clock when we ate last night. Yes, when my we got to do Hoarders Anonymous, not anonymous. I got mine from. Oh, you're talking about the store there in UK that Michelle ordered from. Yeah, Hoarders Anonymous. I'm positive there is something that exists, because you look at the real hoarders, poor things, My heart goes out to them. I could never live that way, but my heart goes out to them. So here I'm going to start overlapping, and my cardboard is kind of curling. Yeah, that's another thing that I have to buy. I don't want to buy anything, but I should buy some whatchamacallit, some good glue. And when I say good glue, I'm talking about, a gel medium or something too, because this is almost finished as well. It's not going to last that long. But yeah, I do really like their products. Actually, I've been wanting to go to Little for right now that it's Easter. They'll probably have the dyes for the Easter eggs, and I did want to pick those up to make sprays because I don't want to buy sprays anymore. It's like a waste of money with sprays. They get clogged up. And how many of you guys say the same thing? They just get clogged up. And you're wondering, well, why did I pay so much money for a bottle that keeps on getting clogged up, and you can't use it? So yeah, I'm finding sprays instead. Well, you know what? The ones that do get clogged up are usually the ones with the mica. So no, I'm not going to put that piece in because it's getting on my nerves. I'll put it on the next one. Here's a little leaf. This one here. Yeah, so I'm finding a lot of little tiny pieces like this. So I don't know what the seamstresses that we're doing what they do in the store when I guess they just take out these pieces because I'm imagining that in the wedding store naturally they're probably shortening the dress as well as or making it bigger or tightening it. It's so funny that they know. My sister's been in the wedding business for, oh gosh, since the 90s. So and they know already that They won't let the brides try on the dresses again up until a couple of weeks before the wedding. And not only that, they do one try a couple of weeks before, and then the last try they do 3 or 4 days before the wedding because brides tend to lose weight before their wedding. Hi, Ginny, you're not in bed tonight? I know it was just a tryout, Ginny, and it actually worked because the last time I tried this, the sound wasn't working. We were having, and I never tried it again. I go, okay, that's it. I'm not trying. I probably need to buy something for the sound. And this time I tried, and it just, it just worked. So I'm doing these tags. There's one. On this, I'm not going to add anything onto it right now. It's just got to dry really, really good. And then, like I said, I'll be spraying it. And then if I want to, after I put the image on, I can add more of something else because once I spray it, once the image is on there, I'm not going to be spraying it anymore. But that doesn't mean that you can't add modeling paste or something, being very careful. So that's my easy way of doing some texture on your tags. Let me get this other one and see if I can find more little pieces of lace because it seems like it's got pretty big pieces in here. But yeah, it's getting back to the Etsy shop. It's my way of getting rid of this stuff too, because I need to get rid of a lot of stuff. I have too many. What am I going to do with all these laces? Like I have suitcases full of laces. What am I going to do with them? Right? I was thinking actually this method here, using this method, but using it on canvases. Like just fill a whole canvas of all these little pieces of lace. What do you guys think? Have I heard of Fab-Talk glue juice? Yeah, I've seen you guys using it. Fab-Talk glue. I've seen you guys using it. Is it good glue? But I can't find it here. I've looked for it. Do they? Yeah. Do I have somebody sprays? No, I don't. No, I've never bought them. I have the DecoArt ones, and they're all clogged. I've had the any type that I bought in the Lindy Stamp Gang, those clog up too. They're just that would be awesome. Use lace on canvas sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I'm thinking of doing like, or you know what would be nice? I'm thinking not a big canvas, but get 4 maybe 12 by 12 inches, 4 12 by 12 inches canvases, putting them together side by side, laying all the lace, gluing it all down, and try to make a design of it. I love when they do those, 4 canvases beside each other, but they make sense. It looks like that a canvas has been cut in 4. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Do something like that. But then again, when I do these canvases, where am I going to hang them? Because I really don't have any more room in my house to hang things. I want to get rid of some things. So they're good, Michelle. Are they good sprays? But they just clog up, right? Yeah. Well, find another little pieces. This piece, I had a big, huge piece of this the other day, and I used it on the jelly plate. It came out a beautiful design, and this would be perfect too. When I finished doing that piece of paper, it would be perfect for an undersea type of design because it looks like coral. That's really cool too. Yeah, I still have to organize this box. Oh, it's so nice of you guys to keep me company. Thank you so much. Like I said, it's just a little test. But mind you, I've been already on for 30 minutes and nothing's happening. So now I know as well too that My internet isn't that bad. Now, you guys were saying before that it was buffering. Is that on my part or is it yours? How do you know? Nina, I've been waiting for the day that you go live, though. And I'll be the first one there, cheering you on. Oh, I love all you guys. Yeah, Jin. Oh, look at this little tiny flower that fell. My egg fell too. There we go. Love the little flower here. I'll show you guys. This is what I mean. I don't know what the seamstresses are doing when I find these little tiny flowers. I have to ask my niece. Good, good. Oh, I can't believe somebody. Can you hold on a second, you guys? I'll be right back. Yes. Io sono da Vigore. Scusa, Nicola, è il messo a letto, chiamalo. Chiamalo che si deve alzare. I'm sorry, you guys. It was my little nephew looking for my son. My little nephew's, I think he's about 10. Well, he's actually my great nephew because he's my niece's son, and they love my kids. They look up at my boys and they're always looking for them. So it was only buffering at the start. Okay. Yeah, well, it could be my internet too, because like I said before, this round I was trying another time and it just kept on buffering for me. It wasn't doing anything. So it could have been like I said, it was really rainy day here today too. It's actually, the sun is actually out now and the skies are clear. Yeah. So we'll get this one on the way too. So that way they dry, and I like things to dry naturally and dry good. So yeah, I definitely want to buy this product's glue because they keep on saying how good it is. We'll see how much it costs first. And I'm not planning to do an order for at least another month, so it's going to have to wait. In the meantime, I have this and normal white glue, which is good too. But yeah, that Fabri-Tac, I can't find it here. I have to look for it. I can find Aleene's, normal glue, which is really good as well too. Am I talking too much, you guys? Nikki, si è alzato? Come mai? He's trying to wake up my son. They're so cute. Dillo di alzare. Yeah, here on Saturdays. Here on Saturdays, they used to go to school. No, I never talk too much. On a video once, a lady said I talk too much. I apologize because she's right. I do talk too much sometimes. I just said I'm sorry. Yeah. This is so strange that it worked out for me, and I didn't even need my son's help this time. That is really, really strange. But I think since I tried it with my son, we're talking about more than a year ago. I think since I tried with my son, that things have become easier on YouTube to go live. Am I right or wrong? That's great. Any suggestions about these tags, you guys? I should be putting a hole in now, shouldn't I? No, it's just gonna have to wait. The crocodile will go through anything anyways. Does anybody have any suggestions? It was just an idea that came to my mind to kind of use up these laces. Mind you, it's a very small part of what I have, but at least. Yeah, unfortunately, these ones with the sparklies are going to kind of get covered with the paint, I guess, huh? Pretty. See the sparkles in that? Ginny, how come you're still awake? Are you guys all late night crafters? I used to be. I used to be able to stay up so late. Now, no. My max now is midnight, and I'm fast asleep. But I get up really early too. I get up sometimes at 6 too. Not because I have to do anything, just because I can't sleep anymore. What are you doing up so late? Are you crafting, Ginny? Thank you so much, Wendy, for joining me. It was so nice to see you. Spray them or paint them with perhaps, oh, indirect. Yeah, that sounds nice too. That sounds really nice too. Yeah, I'm thinking about that now. Yeah. Well, the sprays pop through my mind only because, they'll go into into all these crevices really easily instead of the paint. But the paint, I can actually water it down, right? Take care, Wendy. Hello, Elegant Delights. Good morning. Are you from the UK? Oh, it's only 9:30 for you. So, Wendy, what time is it for you there? Before you go, if you're still around. No, she's already gone. Okay, that's okay. Oh, you're in Australia too. Oh, okay, you got some late nighters here. Here. Oh, Nina. Nina, did you see that I copied your box? I already gave it to my niece. It was for her birthday. I'm such a copycat. Oh dear, yeah, I'm such a copycat. I'm sorry about that. If it bothered you that I did the same thing. I loved it so much. Yeah, that's a beautiful box. Yeah. Thank you so much for your inspiration. But I had to copy it. And because I had the perfect box too as well. This is my next box, Nina, that I'll be using. But I think on this, it's not going to have anything to do with rice paper. I want to make it nice and, use those flowers that I bought and stuff. But yet I want to make it all, how do you call that? Like type Finnabar type thing I want to do on this. So I'm not sure if there'll be a little image somewhere or there won't be at all. But yeah, I like this box the way it opens. So that would be a perfect box. And on this box, I'll be putting these. I've had these for years and never used them. So I think it's about time that I start to use some of my stuff. And I'm making these things not so much for myself. I'm starting to, write down the birth dates that I have and things like that, and And so that way, start getting rid of, give them away for gifts and things like that. So that way, and I'm sure they'll enjoy them. My niece loved the box. She really, really loved the box. Yeah, I know. I love that type of art. I used to love the way Callie Black used to do her. She would just get a normal frame and do everything inside that frame. It's just I love that type of art. It's really, really pretty. And I have done things like that in the past, and I've sold them in craft shows. So um, people have liked them. I'm going to put. Let me see this again. Little girl. If I'm going to be doing both tags with the ballerinas, just to. So this one is going to be stopping here too. Well, you know what? Just a second. I wanted to put another couple of layers on it. And then I'll probably let you guys go. Some of you have to go to bed. Or are you okay being with me here? Down here. This is really, really cool because I just have to look in the screen and see if I'm in screen or not. So cute. Where should I put you up here? So I'm just overlapping now. This one's going to take a long time to dry because of the overlapping. There's another one. Look at how pretty this one is. Let's see. You guys, I used to hate anything that would sparkle. Now, if it doesn't sparkle, I don't like it anymore. Yes, me too, Nina. I have a whole cupboard full of all different types of boxes. Actually, the other day I did throw out a few because I'm too exaggerated. Yeah, I was in my pajamas up until this video too. I thought, okay, I'll get dressed and try. And my first couple attempts, it was kind of getting depressing. I was going on. I can't even, because I'm not good at computer stuff, you guys, and it takes me a while. Nina, do you remember one time you messaged me saying that my home page on YouTube wasn't showing videos or something, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was wrong, and I just can't. I just sometimes don't know what to do. It's more of being afraid that I'm gonna do something wrong. That's what I'm really afraid of with computers. You're in your PJs too? Yeah, I just couldn't figure out because for me it was showing everything was fine for me, but for you it wasn't showing properly. Okay, this doesn't look like much now, you guys, but once it's going to be sprayed, you'll be able to see all the little grooves and things like that. And like I said, I'm wondering if I was to do a whole tag like this, it would obviously end up becoming without any kind of images on it naturally, because you can't put the images on top of all this, you know. But then you can make beautiful flowers to put in the corner and everything, and just make a pretty little tag. Do any of you guys, I don't know. Sometimes I got into sewing lately as well too. For the what does it say? It's usually because YouTube needs you to. Oh, a trailer. Yeah. That's the next thing I got to figure out is do a trailer for my thing. Yeah, look. Yeah, it's gonna come out pretty. I'm hoping it'll come out pretty. But yeah, I'm thinking. So lately, this is what I was talking about before. I got into sewing lately because sometimes with mixed media, it happens that I don't know. When I was at the beginning, I was thinking, well, what are they going to do with all these journals? Well, why are they doing these journals? What sense do these journals have? Until I figured out that a lot of them were doing, art journals. They weren't journals to write in. But at the same time, I'm always thinking, okay, so I'm doing these journals. What am I going to do with them after? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I go into doing, useful things. Um, I'm not saying that journals are not useful. What I'm trying to say is that in that moment, I don't know. I guess because I lose my mojo about certain things sometimes, and then you get back. Like I'm back into mixed media again now, and I'm starting to get back into watching all videos and things like that. Because if you guys noticed, for a while I wasn't around. It's because I was interested in sewing, so I was watching all the patchwork videos and sewing videos and things like that. But sometimes I sit there and I think, well, what am I going to do with all these journals? Even though I did one the other day, and I'm thinking, okay, so what am I going to do with it now? What do you guys think about that? Am I still around? Oh, I have brought water here. Where is it? I thought I brought some water, and I can't put anything in that cup because it's. I'm gonna put more on this one here, and then I'm off. Sell them, yeah. You know what, Michelle? It's always the discussion about postage, number one. Number two, I don't think I'm that good enough to be selling my journals. I'm a very messy artist. Very, very messy. Yeah. Okay. Ciao, amore. Ma sei solo della nonna? Chi c'è con te? Ah, okay. Ciao. My nephew just left. Yeah. They're not, and that's another thing, Michelle. My journals aren't complete because I'll go back and forth to them. They're not. Yeah, I mean, you say I should sell them too, but I don't know. I just don't think of myself that good to be selling, journals. What I would sell, actually, you know what I would sell, you guys, is these type of things. I would love to maybe, because I have fun doing the covers. I really have lots of fun doing covers of journals and things like that. And I have fun doing the inside as well too. But I would definitely, yeah, make a lot of these and sell things like this. Oh, thank you, Nina. Thank you, Nina. But you see, here I already had a hard time. I still have to take this all apart. I have to get better with, closing up these signatures and things like that. That's what I really have to work on. I don't really, I don't really pay much attention to these type of things because up until now they have been for me. Oh, Elegant Delights, you speak Italian. Elegant Delights, I don't know when you came in, but I was saying before that I have no viewers from Italy. I have no subscribers from Italy. I think I just have one, and she's actually probably English, and she lives in Rome. Sei italiana. What's your name? Come ti chiami? So you were understanding when I was talking to my nephew. Do you like these, Dina? Isn't this pretty? What I've been doing a lot of is this fabric lately as well too. I've been jelly printing fabric to decorate these strips, because then I cut them up in strips and then I use them to decorate with. Born Australian, yeah, I was born in Canada with, Italian parents, and then my mom and my dad, they came here when they went into pension. My dad went in an early pension because of an accident, and they lived better here with the money that they had instead of living in Canada with with the money they had there. So they decided both to come here and live. And then I've always been a mama's girl, so I followed her after a couple of years. And it wasn't long after that I met my husband. It was love at first sight and never left, and been here since. So do you think I could sell just the covers? Or like not just the covers, maybe put just blank pages on the inside? What do you think? Oh, do you? Yeah. Yeah, I grew up in a little town close to Toronto. I grew up on a farm. Yeah, we had a huge farm there. Well, not that my dad was a farmer. We would plant and everything, but my dad had an electrical business, so he had a big, huge warehouse. Ribbons. Yeah, I did. I did. Have you used them? And I'm making those, Nina. Look, I'll show you how many I've gotten made. And that's why I've been making all those spools as well too. So these are all the new ones that I've been making. And they're all with dimensional paint. I love the ones with dimensional paint and a little bit of sparkle. Here, let me get rid of these so that way I can show you guys really quick. Yeah, so I've just been playing around with these. And I'm actually doing them so that way I can do at least 3 on a spool with coordinating colors. With blank pages. Isn't that a great idea, Nina? Because I got lots of paper too. Lots of nice paper that I can use in the journals. I know I see people putting their journals up and for like $150, and they're selling them. Like personally, I would never spend that kind of money on a journal. I don't know, but that's me. That's me. Tell me to spend $100 on fabric, and I'm okay, no problem. Or but to, like I said, it's me, because I'm thinking, what am I going to do with these journals now? And oh yeah, that's right. I remember you using, yeah, on the boho tags. And then yeah, I remember that. I remember that. But yeah, I've been um just playing around with dimensional paint, because I have to use it up too. This was my next video for, the 101 thing challenge that I wanted to show. Yeah, and I'm already ready to do some more fabric on the jelly plate, especially because I have new stencils that I want to use. I'm pasting some lace on them too, as well. What does that mean? Elegant delights. Yes, it's eye-popping amount. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Yeah, Nina, I've done craft fairs. I don't do craft fairs anymore, but here it's like they don't value the stuff that's done at home. I've done well in craft fairs. Like I've not like there's been a craft fair that I didn't sell, zilch. And that craft fair put me behind because it cost me a lot. It was far. It cost me for the transportation. It cost me to have a lunch there. And so I stopped doing craft fairs. As much as I love crafting and, and being at the craft fairs too, because the nice thing about the craft fairs is how many friends I made, because you all have something in common. Look at this little butterfly one, and I just stamped this one and then just put sparklies on the butterflies. This is a really pretty one too. Love the colors of that. And this one actually was, you see, I'll show you. Okay, so this one here was a fabric that I just dabbed watercolor paint on. This one with the butterflies, I'm talking about this one was done with shaving cream. So they're all done differently as well too. Oh, okay, yeah, now I understand, yeah. That's why I stopped doing craft fairs too. Did you? So it's the same thing there, Nina, in England, that they don't, it's like they don't appreciate something made, or I don't know, it's like almost the people here were snobbing my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, well, we're going to go into a store and buy something. You know what I mean? It's kind of, you get delusional sometimes, not delusional, I'm not using the right word. It put me down a bit, going home and without selling anything, and people just, coming, giving a look, and when you really have the interest ones, and they probably didn't have, the money to buy them. This is another one that was done by, is that one done? Yeah, this is shaving cream, the base of it. So yeah, they're done differently. This is a jelly print. This is an old one, actually. These are my mother-in-law's sheets, and nice sheet that I don't use as sheets because I don't know how they did them back then with these thick, thick sheets. But these thick, thick sheets, boy, you can sleep in them so nice in the summer. They're nice and fresh. Yeah, the sparkly one. Like I said, I fell in love with sparkles. What do you mean, Nina? That I think you would find it different selling via your channel. Well, you know what the problem with that? That's kind of been. mm, I've been in a little bit of a depression. It all started when my mom died, but also too that I'm not getting that many views on my channel anymore. It's not going. I don't know. People aren't watching me anymore, and I realize that there's lots of competition out there as well too. And I'm just wondering if what I'm doing is, it's been seen. It's not interesting anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? I noticed that. With crafts, they're not really interested in crafts anymore either. And I do love doing crafts instead of doing a journal page. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, it is. This is a jelly print. This is, and I'm not good at this stuff, but I just love sitting at night. I tape them all down onto a tray and just doodle because I have so much of these dimensional paints that I have to use up as well too. And you guys, I've had these dimensional paints for I think more than 15 years, and they are like lasting me a long time. They're the ones from Plaid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there's so many of us out there too. That's the thing, and it's like even me. I don't know who to watch first when I'm on YouTube, and the hours aren't enough in the day to watch everybody that you're subscribed to as well. So you feel, but you guys, I've been when I'm on YouTube looking for, going scrolling through my things, I do tend to go to a lot of those that aren't being watched at all, and they only have one or two after the video being public, for almost a day, and they only have two people that have watched. I'll go directly to them. I love to support who I can. Yes, there are a lot of new crafters. And then a thing about these lives. Now I love these lives, and you see, I'm even staying on, and I think an hour is enough. But these lives are too long. I don't watch the lives if they're in a recording. If they're on live, I'll pop in, say hello, stay as long as I can, and then. But I won't watch a recording of a live that's 3-4 hours. I can't sit there and watch a 3-4 hour video. You know when. Do you, Nina? Yeah. And when do you know that when the days are slow? When do you know what day? Oh, thank you, Jenny. When do you know what day to post on? You know, that's the thing too. Um, or another thing is I realized as well too, the time you post the video, because of our time differences as well. I usually do a video in the morning when the house is silent and everything. And it's morning here right now too, but it's a Saturday morning, so my kids aren't about and everything. I feel bad, you know, if people have to listen to them fight or, you know, or whatever. But I've noticed that that I think it makes also a difference on the time you you post your video as well too, because if I'm posting mine now, the people in the States aren't going to see it until they wake up or this afternoon, and it goes down in their feed. So, you know, you're going to be watching the videos that come up right away and not go, you know, scroll down and see who's posted um, 12 hours ago, for example. The third week of the month in that week is better for me. I noticed the client. Really? Cynthia, hi, how are you? How's it going? Oh my gosh, we haven't talked to each other for the longest time. Me and Cynthia did a swap a long time ago, right, Cynthia? Long, long time ago. I want to get back into doing swaps too, but little swaps. Yeah, it's been a while. This is a really old one that was done on satin. Um, do you guys want to see more, or shall we start closing this chat? This is a really old one too. This one you can barely see. But yeah, like I said, I was thinking of putting 3 of these that would make more or less 1 yard, even a bit more, on a spool, but coordinating them as for colors too. So that way, if I do sell them, I can say the orange group, the red group, and you know, whatever. In the afternoon, right, Nina? But Nina, you're so talented. You know, I'm rushing to your videos when you know when I know they're coming up, and me too. I know that they're on Sunday. Yeah, well, yeah, it. I think it's that too. There's so many of us, and then all the lives, people are going on the lives, and you know, I do have to say that I do enjoy going on the live and chatting with other people. It's really really nice. I do like the lives, but like I said, I'm not going to go back and watch a 4 hour video. That's for sure. Yeah. But you are, Nina. You are so talented. I even love listening to you. Um, you're you're wonderful to listen to. I'm getting kind of sick and tired of listening to people complain on YouTube as well too. You're there for, you know, to I can understand you having a conversation, um, you know, telling the people a little bit about your lives because, you know, I do like talking about my life as well too. But I do not like telling people that, you know, my problems or my sicknesses or my and yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of that too. What does that mean? I'm not sure of that word. Algorithms. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even see that. I have my reading glasses on today and I still can't see. I think a lot of it is determined by the. Oh, I see. Yes, I understand now. Okay, I had to read the whole thing properly. So yeah, this is another shaving cream. I love the way the shaving cream fabrics came out. They really did come out, and it was just a playful day that I was going to say, okay, I'm going to try it. And mind you, I don't think I've ever tried. No, maybe I did try. I did try it on paper. Yes, I did once upon a time. But I'm really liking the shaving cream effect on fabrics as well. This is another shaving cream one. This is just polka dots. It was a watercolor one, and the watercolor one come out really nice. It was just a piece of fabric with watercolor paint splotched all over the place. That was it. So yeah, and these are things that I love to do. You know, watching videos or watching a good movie, and just pass my time. I like this because I don't have to because I don't know how to draw. I'm not good with my hands. Yes, yes, Nina. Yeah, you're the same. Yeah. Yeah, well, Cynthia, it's the same thing. The shaving cream method they use for paper. Do it with fabric as well too. Now, um, I can't remember. I think I did it on dry fabric because when you're dyeing fabric, you should wet the fabric first. But yeah, I'm doing it on dry fabric. So and it does pick up good. It picks it up really good. The color. It's a very mute kind of. I'll show you a piece that I have without. See, these are all the strips ready to go. It's watercolor. This one here. So that's a very mute type of. You see it and you don't see it, but very pretty, very pretty. And yeah, try it. It comes out really good. You just use a normal muslin, fabric. These are all different pieces of cotton that I've had left over from quilting and things like that too. So I got lots of different types of scraps. I don't have to go into my big scrap pile. I have so many. See here, I have this on a spool. This is a real old one. But yeah, I like these fabric strips a lot. You can get so much use out of them because of journaling and just decorating, even in sewing projects. So they're not recommended to be washed, but you know, a sewing project that's not recommended that you don't have to wash. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Anyways, you guys, it has been an hour and 12 minutes, and I am ecstatic to know that, I can live stream now. It was so easy. Sometimes I'm so stupid. I don't get it sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna let all of you guys go and yeah, Nina, we gotta talk soon. Real soon. I wanna come and visit you and you gotta come and visit me. Michelle will be here soon, won't you, Michelle? Can you imagine? Oh, I would love that. What do you need to learn, Jenny? The fabric dyeing? Well, the fabric marbling. It's so easy. And not marble. Yeah, because it does. I call it marbling because it does come with that effect, like a marble, but it's actually, shaving cream. And you use the same method as you would with the. Yeah, that would be really fun. I wish we could all meet in person. It's such a shame that we're so far away and that yeah. And I would love to visit England as well too. It's one of my top places that I want to go. If I had to pick, if somebody said, okay, you want a vacation, where do you want to go? It would be England. Even though I'm scared to get on a plane. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta try. Like it comes out. I wanted to show you guys a whole piece of what's this? I think this is one. No, this is like watercoloring effect. I don't know if I have still a piece that's watercolor. If I have, oh, here. So that way you guys could see a whole piece, because you guys are seeing them in strips. And see the difference between this and a strip? Because a strip, you just get the little portion of it. So it looks really cool. So that's a whole piece of the fabric being, I think I did a video, but I think I was doing a video while I did these, but I can't remember. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and check. It is a beautiful country, Nina, but like I fell in love with England lately. I don't know why. It's just so, and it's so green too. That's what we don't have here in Sicily. Right now everything's green, but it's not in the summer, boy. Oh boy, it's here. It's just gets so hot that, you know, it would be like hi, Christina. Yeah, yeah, they come out really cool. Once you start stripping them as well too, that like I said, they're totally different when you strip them down into pieces. And mind you, I still love jelly printing, because then if you want, you know, that bigger piece with the beautiful, using a beautiful stencil and everything, and you can. This is another piece that I did with the marbling, with the shaving cream. This is a thicker piece. Like I said, I just randomly pick out, you know, the scraps of fabric that I have, and use those. There's a lot of jelly print still in here. These ones came out really, really nice, and I have to tell you that I would like to do them again because I used them all up. These ones here, these ones are just with watercolors, and they came out so pretty. And then I just stenciled white paint on them with any type of stencil. So that's another really pretty one too. Yeah, they do come out really pretty. They do. And I wasn't crazy about this shaving cream method. It wasn't, yeah, okay, I'll try it. I'll call them. Why not? But I wasn't like, oh, I got to try that thing. But once I tried it, it was really, they came out really, really pretty. I'm really liking them. And the old ones, these are really old pieces of jelly prints. Yeah, this is why I like jelly printing too. So yeah, well, you guys can see a bigger piece like that. I love this stamp. This is a wooden stamp from, it's a place in England called Coloricious. And they have these most beautiful wood stamps. And they often go to India themselves and learn, you know, all different types of methods of, you know, crafting and painting and everything. They're just wonderful ladies. Yeah, I used any type of paints, Ginny. Yeah. Yep, there's even one in here that I don't think I have any more of, but I even just sprayed on top of the shaving cream. I just sprayed it. We're using spray, and it came out really, really nice. Do they look like sari fabric? You know, I can't find sari fabric here. Nope, because we don't. There's hardly any Indians here, anyways. And then, like I said, we don't have, you know, thrift stores and things like that. They're hard to find, and probably there was one here, but he was really, really expensive. Like one time I found a whole bunch of, you know, old papers and everything, and there was some old pictures in there, and like he wanted $25 for that little package of papers. I go, no. But I was intending to give you a couple of dollars, not 20. Oh, thank you, Nina. So, seeing that there aren't sari ribbons here, I'm trying to kind of make my own. You know what I'm saying? I tried to kind of decorate a nice piece of silk or a nice piece of fabric, and I kind of get, you know, that type of effect. Because once you start putting bling on fabric, you pretty much have, you know, what would be similar to a thing. I really do try to make do with what I can get here and what I can't get here. If I can't get it here, I try to make do on making it, you know. So yeah, that's fun too. But yes, I would love that. And I'll send you some of my laces, the nice blingy laces. We'll trade, Nina. We'll do a trade. Yes, I love the last your last haul that you did. That was really, really nice. Those were beautiful fabrics. But no, you wouldn't find them here because, like I said, um, although we have all the boats coming in from people leaving their countries, they stay in Sicily for a while, but then they leave. They're not like we don't have that multicultural population here. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's apart that ours is a smaller town, and we can barely find jobs for ourselves here. But then they move on to bigger cities. If they're going to be staying here in Italy, they do move on to bigger cities. I've seen a couple of beautiful ladies dressed in their saris and walking around town. You can count them on one hand, really. You can. We have Chinese stores, but you never see them around. You see them in the stores, and that's it. They go to the next city. They probably have their group of people there that they all meet up and everything. Their relatives, and the next city is about a half an hour away. The big city, Messina, the yeah, the province. Oh, really? And why is it called a rag market? Because they sell just rags, like they sell fabrics? Is that what that means? That's so cool. Nice. Nice. You know how much I pay here, Nina, for a yard of quilting fabric? Yeah, get ready for this. 25 arrows. But we're talking about fabrics that have been um, that have been from that are from the states. So you have to, put in addition the customs, and because I've ordered fabrics from the states, and I know, when the stores buy them as well too, they're paying customs and they're paying, for the postage as well too. Now, I haven't ordered fabrics in a long time from the states because I do have a good stash of fabrics. I don't need to buy fabrics, but when I used to, sometimes the customs would cost me a lot too. Yeah, it depends how big my order was. But yeah, that's how much the going rate is here for good American quilting fabric. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys, thank you so much. You've all touched my heart to be here with me, and I hope the next time that I have really something programmed to make with you guys and be more organized. Like I said, this was more of a play around testing and it worked. So really, so I didn't know. I thought craft shows they sell for in craft shows as well too, because I see them publicized a lot here as well too. But up in northern Italy, up in Rome and things like that, in bigger cities, not here. So everybody, thank you again for being here with me, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. Thank you, Ginny. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Cynthia. Everybody have a good day or a good night. Sleep well. Bye.